What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and today the store actually isn't too shabby. So looking at the top sellers, we have the Rust Gold or Thunder Gold as the top three, but then following that we've got the Diablo AR and the Redemption Revolver. So we'll get started with the limited store, and we'll look at the clothing and armor first. So let's have a look at the Cursed Boonie Hats, continuation of the Cursed set, which we've had the Cursed Poncho, and we've also had some hide clothing as well. So that's performing at around about the same price as what you would have bought it for, and about the same price as what you'd buy this boonie cap for. But there is actually only I think it's one or two boonie caps that are actually below $1.55. So boonie caps are a pretty safe investment. People do like the edgy kind of symbolism and stuff like that, and this does have like that satanic symbolism on the actual hat itself, on the skin. So I do think that the Cursed Boonie hat will be a decent medium to long-term investment. It's only $1.55 center store price. It's got some satanic stuff on it, which everyone in Rust seems to like. And it's also, of course, a continuation of a set and also a pay-to-win item, because you can't craft the boonie cap unless you have a boonie hat skin. So that's a fun little fact for you. $1.55 is what this bad boy is going for. Overall, I will recommend investing the Cursed Boonie hat off the Rust store, because I do think that you can make money off of it. All right, moving over to the Thunder Gold helmet, which is coffee can helmet, road sign kilt, which is $3.85, different price to the other two items, and the Thunder Gold road sign vest. So the helmet and the vest are the same price at $3.05, which is above center store price. And overall, the Thunder Gold metal gear that's just already been out. So it's just increased in price because the road signs come out and the set is continuing. The only thing we're waiting for now is the clothing. So we've already had the boots and the gloves, road sign gloves, come out. And that does mean that the clothing is probably going to get oversaturated to the max. But at the same time, it does help with the prices of the armor and stuff like that that's going to be already on the community market, which this road sign armor and stuff will be. Unfortunately, it is above center store price, so it's a bit harder to invest in at $3.05. But it's just another white set, and it's white and gold. Some people obviously seem to like it because it does have a bit of demand now that the road sign set has come out as well. So once the clothing comes out, I do think that the road sign stuff will go up in price as well. Overall, I don't think the set's going to have a crazy amount of demand or anything like that. But once the clothing does come out, I do think the skins will go up in value. So I would recommend picking them up. But you could probably try and get a buy order, try and get them for a bit cheaper if you don't want to buy them for full price on the Rust store. As for the road sign kilt, I'll recommend investing in that as well. It's going for a bit more than what the other items are going for, and it's going for $3.85. So it does honestly make the most sense to have the kilt as the most expensive item. Hopefully Facepunch didn't listen to me when I said that. But this is the one time like it actually does make sense for one item to be more expensive than the other two, because this item's going to get used more than the other two, because the road sign kilt is like the max armor tier that you're going to actually be roaming around with on your legs. So keep that in mind as well. $3.85 is what the Thunder Gold road sign kilt is going for. You could try and get it for a bit cheaper with the community market buy order to maximize your potential profits, but overall I'll still recommend investing in it on the Rust store. And then once the Thunder Gold hoodie and pants come out, that is when they'll all go up in price, and that's when you should probably sell them, because I don't think they're going to have crazy high demand after that. So let's move over to the weapons. We have the Chameleon Sap, and there's only one or two SAP skins as well that are below $3.05. So this is $3.05 center store price for weapons and tools on the Rust store, and of course it is just a continuation of the Chameleon set. So I think I've only had like one Chameleon weapon that's like a cent or two less than $3.05. So I think either way they're still safe investments, especially as long-term investments. So as I have with the rest of the Chameleon stuff, I'm going to recommend investing in the SAP, because I do think you can make money off of them. But not only that, SAP skins actually seem to perform pretty well. And I do think that this is a very standout SAP skin, because of course it does change color. SAP seems to be in a bit of a weird spot in my opinion at the moment. I'm not so keen on it being in tier 2, but other people seem to absolutely love the SAP and use it all the time. Personally, I'll usually use a Python SAR or like an SMG. So yeah, that's just personal preference, I suppose. But Chameleon SAP, I do think it probably will go up in value, and so overall, I will recommend investing in the Chameleon SAP as a long-term investment. Alright, moving over to the El Diablo AR, continuation of the El Diablo set, and the set itself hasn't performed very well at all, but I do think this is a standout skin in comparison to the other El Diablo skins. I do think this one's very edgy and people will actually like this skin, but it's $5.40 above center store price by quite a decent bit. I do think this AK actually legitimately will have demand, even though the rest of the set hasn't performed very well. But for $5.40, I'd recommend getting it off the community market with a buy order if you do want to invest in it, to one, try and get it for cheaper, and secondly, try and maximize your potential profits, because $5.40 is an expensive starting price point, especially for an AK skin when we have so many AK skins and people already have their favorite AK skins. But as I said, I do think that there's going to have demand because it's very edgy looking skin, and the ADS looks decent as well. Even though there's no ADS screenshot, it does look decent just from the actual back of the dust cover. Don't know what the iron sight looks like. Hopefully the front iron sight is red. If it's just black, then it's not going to be worth as much, in my opinion. And I definitely probably wouldn't pick it up. But if it's red, then you should probably try and get it with the community market buy order. $5.40 is what that's going for. Quite expensive, but it is what it is. Alright, is that it for the weapons? No, it's not. We have the Redemption Revolver going for $3.85, and I'm pretty sure there's only like one Revolver skin which is below $3.85, which is actually crazy to me, but I guess it just seems like Revolver skins all have demand. We've got like 5 or 6 pages of Revolver skins too, so they're all like $4 plus. The Redemption set is, of course, a popular set, and it has continued for quite a while now. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Redemption Revolver. I think it's a really nice looking Revy skin. It does have a nice looking ADS as well. I can see that it has a really bright red tip, and then the rest of the front of the sight is black. So I think that's going to be a nice looking ADS, and there is even a screenshot of the ADS. Awesome. So $3.85 is what the Redemption Revolver is going for on the Rust Item store. Overall, I will recommend investing in the Redemption Revolver. I think it's going to be a pretty safe investment. Okay, we'll move over to the Deployables, and we have the Gold Ore Furnace going for $3.05. This is going to be a pretty quick one. Overall, I think it actually does look like a pretty cool furnace skin, and I actually thought, like, I looked at these on my phone this morning, and I was thinking, like, it would actually be sick if you could get some sort of, I don't know, decoration or something. It doesn't necessarily have to be something important, but something that you can craft out of gold ore, and you can just randomly find like bits of gold ore, like randomly in every node. There's a chance, but it's just a really low chance. I just think that would be something pretty cool. Anyway, $3.05 for the Gold Ore Furnace. It doesn't have any glow. It looks nice during the day, that's for sure, but I don't think it's going to have any demand. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. If this came out like 2 years ago, then I do think it would have made you money, but unfortunately, the day of non-glowing skins is not so good, and it is here. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Gold Ore Furnace. Moving over to the Plague Metal Door. Speaking of glowing skins, this is a glowing deployable going for $3.85, which is center store price for glowing deployables, and it is a sheet metal door skin. Overall, I actually think this really reminds me of like the Flood from Halo, with the Flood sacks, but I'm sure it's probably not actually based off of that. You never know. Overall, look, it's a cool skin, but I don't think it's standout enough to have demand and go up in value. The glow looks quite nice. It looks nice during the day, but yeah, I don't think it's going to have really any demand once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market. Well-made skin, but overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Plague Metal Door off of the Rust Item store for this week. And moving over to the final skin of the week, we have the Red Armored Container Door. Just looking at the screenshots, from my understanding, this isn't a pay-to-win skin. It doesn't have any glow. It's $2.30, which is standard store price. But it doesn't have a cutout in the hatch, I don't think. Looking at the screenshots, it doesn't seem like it has a cutout. But it could just be like the screenshots. I think it doesn't have a cutout, and if it doesn't, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. Because it's not going to have any demand once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market. There's probably a free, there's literally a free armored door that glows on Twitch drops right now. So I mean, why does anyone want to like why is anyone going to want to buy the red armored container door when they can just get the free one off of the Rust Twitch drops if they don't have a skin already? Plus that one glows. So $2.30, which is what it's going for. It is a good price, but unfortunately, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. It's going to be a very niche door skin. I actually think it is a nice door skin, well made as well, but I just don't think it's going to have any demand, unfortunately. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the red armored container door off the Rust store for this week. That's going to do it for this week, guys. I have a video from last week where I talk about the Trust and Rust clone skins, but also the Trust and Rust time travel AK and Thompson. I think they had like OP cutout iron sights, and they got patched, so that's why your skins weren't working last week. And yeah, it's a bit lame, especially when you've paid like what $11.55 for the Tommy and $15.40 for the AK. But look, it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. This is what the top sellers is looking like as a reminder. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.